they talking about. Word. Yes. New music Wednesday.
Yo, what's up, world? It's your boy CL tapping in.
DWI, New York's most influential.
Yes, yes. And we're here for a special edition, New Music Wednesdays. It is going down with Meet the Director.
Meet the Director.
Word.
They doing this Jay-Z 30 years. And what's interesting, the director that we have on the line is actually family to me, and I've seen some of the behind the scenes. I've been to his crib out in LA, seen all the platinum plaques. So I'm always in awe of his connection with being the director of, I guess, one of the most world famous, the GOAT, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, there's no way they're gonna have this celebrating 30 years and us not put a spotlight on the guy that put a spotlight on the guy.
I'm excited to meet this director, and let's get into it.
All right. Without no further ado, we got Mr. Abdul Malik Abbott on the line.
Let's go back to the beginning, man. You know, with you and how you got started in the video world, and then I guess eventually how you hooked up
how'd you
with
connect with Dame and Jay and those guys back in that day?
I was doing a video for Original Flavor, and Damon Dash was the manager at the time of Original Flavor. So we had Ski, Chubby Chub, and Tone Hooker. And that's basically how I met Damon. So Jay was in the video for Original Flavor, but he was just in the background. He wasn't trying to be Jay at the time. He was just
what video did you have out as a reference to show them that you was the director? What did you direct prior to starting with Jay-Z?
I mean, that was the beginning. So I basically did a video for this group called Too Many, which was a Will Smith group out of Philly. And that was my first video. And then the second video was a jazz video for Abby Lincoln, a jazz legend, but it was not hip hop at all.
Listen, y'all getting history right now, so y'all make sure y'all pay attention. Get your notepads out.
That's where it all started. And then later on, after that video came out and was kind of a success, I ran into Damon just by accident. And he was like, yo, I'm starting a label. I got this cat Jay-Z. You remember him? You want to do a video for us?
He was just this cat
like,
Jay-Z.
Sure, let's do it.
At the time. He was just this cat Jay-Z at the time.
Pretty much. So it was the first video we did was called I Can't Get With That. We shot it in Marcy. Had all the cameos in it. Original Flavor was in it. Clark Kent was in it. Sauce Money was in it. Big Jazz was in it. It was just like a hood video shot in the hood, but it just established Marcy Projects.
Wow, that's some history for sure. You know, was it the relationship with Dame? Was it Jay that saw your vision, or was it somebody else from the label or from the crew that decided to say, you know what, give him a shot at doing it?
Big up to Damon.
Shout out to Damon.
He was the one who believed in me, both from Harlem, even though he didn't know me from Harlem. But, you know, he was the one who gave me the shot. And it was Jay who came along and was like, okay, I see your vision. And, you know, I kind of gave them the ropes, you know, because they were new to it. We were all new to the game. I just had more history doing music videos because I was always on set. I was doing playback back in the day before I became a director. And then I became an editor, and then I edited a million videos. So that's really how I got put on, because I had edited so many hit videos at the time.
That the first video, what was the first single off the project?
Dead Presidents, and I want to say the song with Foxy, Ain't No Nigga.
All right, so let's go with the Dead President was when y'all was playing with the Monopoly money. They was doing the Monopoly money scene, right?
And yeah, that was like the first official video, even though we already did like 3 videos before that, which was In My Lifetime remix, as well as I Can't Get With That. We were all coming together because we had a vision. So we wanted to tell a story, which was based off of the movie Heat, based a little bit with a little bit of New York Undercover thrown in. I had a little cameo playing a cop in it. That was the beginning of us telling stories. The Dead Presidents music video.
You got a role in that. You got a cameo playing the cop.
Yeah, I was in 2 of the videos actually. I always played the cop.
Is that the video that you said that Jay-Z wore your jacket?
For the video Streets is watching, I wanted a scene with Jay on the rooftop, which we did shoot, and I was trying to mimic Blade, you know, Wesley Snipes and Blade, you know, with him on the rooftop. So we had all these different leather trenches and all these different jackets from the stylist, but Jay was like, I like your coat. So I ended up giving him my coat, and he wore it throughout the whole video. I still have it too. I might use it at the
that jacket is Hall of Fame bound. Yeah. What you was gonna say though?
No, I'm gonna ask about the next video, because it sounds like, you know, shoot, Streets of Washington was fire.
Right.
But they're like, okay, so after Dead Prez, what was the next video that you shot?
After Dead Presidents was the Ain't No video shot in Miami,
Yeah.
which was for the Nutty Professor soundtrack. So I just
That was a mean
remembered
soundtrack.
Roc-A-Fella was connecting with Def Jam at that point, so I had to like kind of prove myself to Def Jam. I guess it was Lior who actually needed to see it, so I brought in Dead Presidents. He's like, "Oh no, you got it." So that was kind of like the green light because he actually really liked that video. While we were doing the Ain't No video in Miami, Dead Presidents was #1 on the chart. It was #1 on the video charts.
Dope.
So we were kind of living large at the time. And while we were shooting about this, I think the Ain't No song was bubbling already. So we were kind of living pretty well at that time.
Right, and speaking of living pretty well, I heard that scene from the first video that they shot with all the real money. And you said the money came up missing.
Oh yeah, that's a story. Yeah, so we shot the Dead Presidents video, and it was a scene where we were playing Monopoly with real money, and someone just gave up $40,000 just to for the video, and then whoever brought it took it back, but they didn't alert the other person who was looking for the money. So I just remember getting a 6 a.m. call, "Yo, where's the 40,000?" I'm like, I have no idea. I didn't touch that money. So, that was kind of a scary yet funny situation.
So along those lines, I forgot to ask this earlier. What was the budget like for the first video compared to the Ain't No video?
Well, we don't like to tell budgets, but I could I can tell the budget for the first video was only $5,000, and this
Wow.
is when we were shooting in film. So I just did that on the strength. I didn't get paid actually a dime for that, and I ended up directing it, producing it, and editing the video. But I have friends in the industry, and they all came out and volunteered for the video. And the thing was, I believed in Jay-Z's talent. So I was ready to just go on that journey and be able to donate my time just to see this brother build. And then I met everyone else after, Biggs and Shaka, and there's a lot of Lenny. There's so many people that I met that was cool. Hip hop, the list keeps going.
What was it like working with Jay and Foxy at that time? Because Foxy was on fire as well, in her career. And that was that one of her first videos?
That was
actually her first
feature,
video.
Everything. Yeah, that was her first.
She was just starting out, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, she was easy to work with, so that wasn't even a problem. She wasn't a problem at all. She was just getting started, and Jay-Z was sort of like the mentor to her.
That makes
so
sense.
She sort of followed
looking
his
back at
lead.
it.
But yeah, she was mad easy to work with.
All right, and what was the next video that the third, I guess, would be?
When we went from Reasonable Doubt over to In My Lifetime Volume 1, then we started pulling songs off of that for the Streets Is Watching home video. So we had Face Off with Sauce Money. We had Imaginary Players, because they all sort of blended together.
What other projects were you working on? Were there other videos or other, documentaries or other video projects that you did in between the release of Reasonable Doubt and Volume 1 / Streets Is Watching?
I mean, they did other videos. So if you're saying me, I was working with other artists like Lade on Motown, Lord Finesse, stuff like that.
I guess summarizing and getting to this point now where they're celebrating the 30 years, I went to one of the exhibits. I seen the Ain't No video playing in one of the train exhibits, and I thought, man, look at the 30 years has come, and we're here already.
Oh, my Lord.
And it's about to be this big Yankee Stadium push, so I definitely wanted to put the spotlight on you through DigiWax to do all that we doing to meet the director, because we actually had one when we had a few directors in here, and you wasn't able to make it to New York at that time, so we wanted to definitely show you some love, while it's hot on the press. But
yeah, no doubt. And salute to you, man. And I gotta, we want to give you your flowers because we see where hip hop has come and what it is today. We've seen the budgets go way up, but we often forget about those people who took the chance, the people who had the vision, pioneered, and we're talking about arguably the greatest MC of all time into a position that you could even say that. So nothing but respect to you for that, and taking a chance on Jay-Z and Roc-A-Fella.
Oh yeah, that was. I mean, to me, it was me knowing the talent that was there. So even when we just had a couple of videos, I think we just had like In My Lifetime I was out, and I Can't Get With That. And as I'm taking my reel to different record labels, I'm trying to shop Roc-A-Fella and Jay-Z to get a bigger deal. So, I would show the video and be like, yo, you should really look at these guys, and they're coming up, and they passed. They kept passing, and I'm sure they like kicking themselves, being like, oh, we should have jumped on it. But a lot of people were just like passing on Jay-Z. And Biggie was hot at the time, so they were just like focusing on Biggie. But I was like the Jay-Z champion. Even I'd go to the record stores and see his singles in the back. So I'd pull them out and put them in the front of the stacks, just stuff like that. That they didn't even know I was doing that. But like I said, it was
and
just
I guess
believing in someone's talent.
For nostalgic purpose, just give us a quick drop about your experience with seeing Big at that time in person at that last scene that y'all shot.
I have to say I would be the only person on the earth who directed Jay-Z and Biggie in two different videos. So he was in Dead Presidents, obviously, playing the Monopoly. And then he was in the Ain't No video. And Biggie was just like, he was like the class clown, to be honest with you. He was just funny. Like, he was just telling jokes and cracking on everybody. So if you walk into a crowd and Biggie's there, he's just going to crack on you and tell jokes.
That's dope. Well, this is segment one of the our spotlight, Meet the Director with Mr. Abdul Malik Abbott. Definitely salute to you for coming on to the show. When you pop back into Brooklyn and New York City, you definitely got a seat on the couch with us. And yeah, man. And thank you for participating in this exclusive.
Oh yeah, no doubt. I mean, like I said, I'm proud of these guys. So, the team was there, and I appreciated the time I spent with them and was able to create, I guess, part of the legacy. I'm not responsible for his skills, but I'm responsible for helping put his persona together visually. And, I'm good with that.
All right. Thanks again for calling in, and we'll see you on the other side.
All right, you got it.
Peace.
No doubt. Peace.